Hey everybody, welcome to Sedona Creek Talk, where things may not be what they seem. We're really excited and proud to bring you a show. Um, I don't know, 35 people maybe. We don't have the channel going anymore, and it's been a long time, and this is kind of just for somatics or for fun, I guess. But we are here at the Oak Creek Crossing in Sedona, Arizona, Yavapai County, in Oak Creek, where Sedona Oak Creek Crossing got its name. And when you're out of practice and you don't shoot videos at all, when you used to do it every day and now you're doing none at all, you can get a little tongue twisted and tongue tied. So whatever, we're just kind of chill out. And we've got some type of cocktail that we're drinking, and being a civil libertarian, I don't really care what you think about me drinking a cocktail, and I don't really care about you jerking off watching, donkeys fuck. So we'll all just keep it like that, and we'll be good. But no, we're down here at the creek. We come down every 4 months, and we get our testosterone replacement therapy pellets sewed in our ass cheeks. Edward Dusack, my best friend, was down here getting his testosterone put in because he switched over to the Sedona program, and he had to get back up to Navajo Lake Lodge, southern Utah, up above Cedar City. Everybody, it's Navajo Lake Utah on Facebook, Navajo Lake Utah on Instagram, which neither of I'm on. Got 10, 11, 12, 100-year-old log cabins, 80-year-old log cabins, maybe not quite 100 yet. Got a trout lake up there with some beautiful fishing in it. Pontoon boat rentals, a small store. Go check him out. I mean, if you can get in, during the week's better because he's slam booked all the time. It's a really, really famous place and a really neat place. It's kind of like as neat like this. I mean, the older we get, we've been around and we've learned where the cool spots are to hang out. And we try to hang out at those spots. We turn on the microphones, we crank up the video, and it used to be a lot of politics and a lot of stuff. And I've learned that, saying stuff and predicting things and conspiracies and all that kind of stuff is, it's great sometimes, it's dramatic sometimes, and a lot of times, if anybody's keeping score, you're probably going to look like a dumbass because a bunch of stuff doesn't happen that maybe you predicted or maybe you said, or maybe you were about, you may be on a kick one week, this is going to, and the next thing you come back 2 years later and you're like, oh God, none of that shit happened. But with that said, I think we're, so here's what I come up with. The reason I did a show earlier, and it was kind of cool. We talked about some of this stuff, but what I've learned is it's a frame of mind. It's a state of mind. A guy told me this years ago up in Northern California. He goes, Jeff, it's a state of mind. I don't give a shit what you're going. If you're in prison and there's some big black cellmate asking you if you want to be the papa or the mama, I mean, that'd probably be one of the rougher points, but it's a state of mind. It's where you put your mind, your conscious state, and how you react and interact with that state of mind at the current moment that you're dealing with it. And I've really tried. Now, we don't live here in Sedona anymore. We live up in northeastern Arizona, very close to the New Mexico border. And I keep telling my little mermaid that I live with that, if you don't watch this shit, really doesn't affect you. Like, if you don't even know, like, if you turned off all social media, television, which we don't have a television, we have one for football, for Washington State Cougar football. It's only on for a couple months in the fall. But if you don't, get too involved in your phone and YouTube and Twitter and whatever your source of Facebook, which neither one of us are on, you don't watch the shit, and you go out and you take care of your garden and you go do your job and you hang out and you love each other and you have copious amounts of love making and all that kind of stuff, then I mean, shit, there's nothing wrong going on the planet. Everything's great. Um, I mean, if somebody locked me down here, Oak Creek Crossing, Sedona, and took everything away from me, and gave me a couple beers and something to eat, and said this is what's going on. I guess I'd be dialed in. That what we do though, because it's by design, they want us to do it. They want to keep us divided and separated and so forth. We go search out this sick, kind of screwed up form of entertainment, which would be Tucker Carlson, whatever you're into, CNN. I mean, I hope you're not into CNN or MSDNC or any of these types of things. But even if you're into watching, let's say you're into conspiratorial stuff, right, or alien stuff, whatever you're watching, if you go watch it and you watch it too much and watch it all the time, there's still bad stuff coming across. Everybody's going, oh man, they're going to bring out a central bank, digital currency. We're not going to be more cash. I mean, if you don't act right, you're going to have some kind of credit score. You're going to have a personal credit score where, if you watch porn and you missed a payment over here and you did this, they're going to lock you out of your house. You won't even be able to go home. It's like you obey, you're obedient and all this. I don't see that happening. Apparently it's happening in China. I don't know. I'm not there. But I was talking about this stuff a couple of years ago down here at the creek, on Sedona Creek Talk, and a lot of it didn't happen yet. Now, I'm not saying it won't happen tomorrow, but what I've learned is if you just live your life, don't subscribe to the bullshit, and don't let yourself really, if you just disconnect from the matrix, they like to call it nowadays, or society, and you go do your own thing. A lot of you can't. I understand that. I've been able to get myself in a position where I can. I tell the mermaid all the time, I say, it's a sick form of entertainment. You're living in paradise. You're living in a remote area. You have everything you need, and even if the bad shit happened, you've got all the stuff that you need to combat the bad shit, but yet you're still watching this stuff and making yourself frustrated and upset. And it's kind of they've turned a negative disinformation narrative shit into pop culture nowadays, and it's a really sick kind of a weird kind of thing, But I've got a beautiful dog. I'm gonna check this out. I don't know how far it'll go up there, but if I flip this thing around, wait a minute, which button does that? Hang on. Well, I don't know which button does that. Let's see what this one does. Okay, well, I don't know. I thought I could, get down here. No. And this. And how would you flip this thing around? I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. No.